Great, thanks so much. Thank you, Lee, and thanks everyone to the team at Talentforce for organising this evening. It's really an amazing turnout. As Lee mentioned, I'm from FieldKo, and we have an app that we recently released just a few short months ago that is related to retail field marketing and to retail field sales. And I understand there's lots of different people in the audience tonight, so I'm not sure if everyone knows what this problem is all about. But if I take a step back and paint the picture around what a lot of these large retail companies need to do, I'll really talk about the problem statement and how we identified it and what we're trying to solve with FieldKo. So if we think about a typical customer that we tend to work with, you can think about a company, say like a Samsung, that sells TVs, and they sell them in places that we're all really familiar with, like JB Hi-Fi and Harvey Norman. And it's really interesting for companies like Samsung. They have a challenge related to making sure that those TVs that are up in those stores are the latest TVs and they have all the right, if you like, product literature there, and the people that sell them at a JB Hi-Fi are well informed and understand how to do their job correctly. But really importantly, they need to understand if something's damaged, if something's out of stock, if there's a problem related to those TVs that are on those walls. And it doesn't just apply to TVs, it applies to lots of different industries. I mean, beverage is another really great example. But fundamentally, there's a job that needs to be done where people that are in this business of retail field marketing and field sales need to ensure that those TVs are hung up correctly on the wall, and they do this time and time again. And typically these teams can actually be fairly large. So you can think about 50, 100, or 1,000 people needed to go to thousands of stores. So there's a process behind that, and there are a lot of people that actually spend a lot of time managing these teams of people. And then likewise, the reps, the people that are in the field, have really, if you like, antiquated tools to actually try to solve this problem. And typically they're using things like spreadsheets. And they have to spend hours every morning getting these spreadsheets together and making sure they know what stores to go to, what to do in those stores. And then when they actually finish their day and they've gone from store to store to store, they actually have to collate all this information, send it back to head office, and no one has any visibility. So we looked at that problem and we thought we could solve it with Salesforce or with our app FieldKo. And our vision for the app was really simple. It was simply that we wanted a rep to be able to turn on their iPad and basically see everything they needed to do in real time in a really easy, user-friendly way. And that's what we've done with FieldKo. We've solved this problem of making that person's life, the day in the life of someone in the field, that much easier, giving them, if you like, a much increased level of productivity in the field. And likewise, for the perspective of the managers themselves back in head office, they can see in real time what's going on, where are the problems, where do they need to focus their attention. So we really are solving those two problems together. And that's what FieldKo is all about. Again, it's entirely built on Salesforce. It's on Salesforce 1. It's actually one of the first Salesforce 1 official apps. And we're great. So on that note, just want to thank you, and I hope that everyone will join us. We're going to be right here in the breakout session, and look forward to demoing FieldKo to everyone. Thanks a lot.